You have sat through them. Boring meetings. You hate them, yet they are repeated every day. The four most hated words in any company? Time for the meeting. Why is that? Because most people have no idea what ruins a meeting, what catapults a meeting to exceptional, and what makes them boring as hell. Let's start with most leaders are not true leaders. If they were, they would understand that being able to handle confrontation is vital to all of their success. So let's start right there. Handle this conflict. The meeting will start at exactly 8 a.m. Whether you are there or not, it will end at exactly 9 a.m. no matter what. Take the BS out of what a meeting is. A meeting is time to iron out questions, policies, information that needs to be understood by all parties involved. That means when a leader calls a meeting, they know what they must accomplish. And how will you do that? One simple thing, an agenda. Any meeting called that does not have an agenda attached to it is simply a group of people who will get together to talk about things. And when they've spent sufficient time doing that, the group talk will end. You've heard those endings. Anyone else have anything else to say? Or does that about do it? Or it's time we wrap this up. No. Your agenda says this is what we will talk about. These are the things we need to cover. This much time will be spent, and I as a leader have allocated for each topic. That is how a meeting works. Then it's the responsibility of the people put in charge to stay on that course. One person keeps track of the timing and warns when you're nearing the time allotted for each item on your agenda. A person who keeps track of the topic and interrupts to make sure anyone getting off topic has to come back immediately. Another person who moderates and stops any conflict as it might happen. A person who manages the meeting and topics and puts new topics or new items off for a new meeting. Those might be topics for a later time. A person who keeps the meeting notes. By the way, they have excellent new equipment that will do that and transcribe it for you. When everyone understands these new rules, almost no meeting will be boring. Now, there are many other areas to establishing a meeting. And if you truly want to have great meetings, you will bring in a meetings expert to train your staff. Have a solid core of meeting people who can count on to sit in on all the future meetings and ensure that the new rules are being implemented and learned. Because we all know that people hate change. And changing to meetings that are not boring will take some time to learn. But everyone involved will appreciate and come to love meetings that start on time and end on time and cover all the items in the agenda. Knowing what to expect will create more enjoyable and effective meetings. Poorly run meetings take your people out of accomplishing their real jobs. Poorly run meetings cost your company big money. The average meeting costs your company about $29,000 per year in meetings. Cut that in half by running each meeting more effectively. I'm Steve Sapato, your meetings expert. You can reach me at steve@stevesapatoseminars.com, 563-370-4938. Now, doesn't that make a lot more sense?